Hello and welcome to the OSnap podcast, hosted by yours truly, the duo. For anyone new here, my name is Vincent.
And my name is Reese, and today we are going to discuss what you should know before starting a photo and video business.
Oh, snap.
Okay. These topics were written by a user on Quora, and we will be discussing if we agree or not, as well as adding a few of our own.
There you go. All right, shall we dive on in?
Yes, I have a question.
Okay.
Is that light usually that close to the camera, or is it just my new glasses that are making it blinding in my eyes?
Well,
It's very difficult to look at the camera.
you know what? Hold on.
Everybody, I am now a glasses wearer. Oh. Ooh.
Better?
That helped my eyes, but did it ruin the video?
I don't think so. I think we still look fine, right?
I think so too.
Definitely
I couldn't
distributed it.
I could not look at the thing.
Yeah. Oh, that's all right. I forgot there's like a little thingamajig.
Everybody, I hope you like my new glasses. If you don't, well, get used to them.
I think she looks good. She just got them. They look great. I have glasses too,
Thank
but I only wear them when I drive or
I
go
have
see
to wear them all the time.
or go see scenic views.
I am a scenic view.
Facts. All right, number 1. It is important to understand the different types of photography, such as portrait, wedding, and commercial.
Absolutely.
100%.
Just because you do portrait does not mean that you should do wedding.
Yeah.
And portrait and wedding are completely different than commercial.
Mm-hmm.
And when they say commercial, I'm thinking like food.
I think of like
real
a
estate.
Titanic when Jack is painting Rose.
What?
That's portrait.
I'm talking about commercial.
Oh, you're talking about... Oh, I thought you said... No, you just said portrait.
I said portrait and wedding are completely different than commercial.
Oh.
And when I think of commercial, I think of like food or real estate or anything involving business type.
Portrait is more of like us sitting here on the couch just like this. That'd be like getting portraits done. Wedding is... Yeah, I guess there are some portraits involved in a wedding, but...
It's fast moving. It's
fast
a whole
moving.
different beast.
There's a whole bunch of different kinds of events that happens through a wedding day that is not portrait.
Correct. And then commercial is just completely different.
If you think about it, actually, a wedding could be considered the wedding, the portrait, and the commercial, because you take portraits of the bride, of the groom, of the bridesmaids, of the groomsmen,
Mm-hmm.
and commercial, you take pictures of the tables and you take pictures of the decorations, and all those. So I guess
Yeah, absolutely. We've had like wedding planners and designers and stuff share our wedding photos as well to promote their business, which I would see being commercials too, right?
Yeah. Do you think if I turn this fan on that they'll be able to hear it?
Yeah. It's loud.
If I turn on low, I'm sweating up a storm. One thing you don't realize is how hot these light. We have a light right here. It's a huge light. We have that light, and this light right down here, along with the light over there and the light over there. And it gets hot. You guys can't really see it because thank God I have my hat on.
Go ahead and turn it on.
I'm going to turn it on, and hopefully you can't hear the wind. Here we go.
It is not hot in here, guys.
Oh, shit. Shoot.
You can't plug it in.
I can't plug it. Yes, I can. Hold on. All right, you can go ahead.
So I do believe that it is important to know the differences so that you don't sign yourself up for something right off the bat that you cannot handle. If you are starting a photography business, I wouldn't start with weddings, that's for sure. Definitely start with something like portrait and then get experience in it before you move on to the next thing.
Let me turn it down to a 1.
Good?
Yeah, you guys should not be able to hear that, hopefully. And if you can, I apologize. It's very hot in
It
here.
happens.
We're still on number 1?
Yeah, I just finished number 1. Let's go on to number 2.
All right, go for it.
Marketing is a key factor to this industry.
Well, yeah, I mean, how are you going to get business?
I think it's the most important factor. I mean, obviously, putting out good work and art is the most important, but without marketing, there is no work to be done.
Right. I mean, one of the reasons why you want to make sure that you give your client the best work is so that you can also use that later on for marketing. You know,
I think everything that we do when it comes to our work, we're thinking of the marketing factor behind it.
100%.
And you have to run your own business. That's whether it's a photography business or a food business or whatever it may be. If you want to reach people, you have to market it.
Just like when you go, I wasn't going to say, I'm not going to say Mickey D's.
To a burger place.
I'm going to say Chipotle.
Okay.
Okay. Now, when you look at their pictures look good. But if you go in person, sometimes
not
you,
all the time.
You order online, you're getting screwed.
We're not getting into the Chipotle debacle.
I'd like to get into the Chipotle thing because
That is the wrong podcast.
I've had some thoughts on Chipotle for a couple of years now. And
what did we eat for lunch today?
We had Chipotle. And I didn't say that I wasn't going back. Anyway, yes, marketing is a key factor in this industry and really all industries.
So be prepared if you do want to start your own photography business, videography business, any business. Get prepared for the marketing. Do your research on it. See what other people in your area are doing just to get a good idea. If you don't market, you don't get business. We've learned that the hard way multiple times.
Just like if you don't go to the supermarket, you don't get food that you can't eat. Same thing.
Also, learn that you're going to have to adapt your marketing. It's not on here, but you have to adapt your marketing because things change. When we first started our business, we posted photos only. Well, guess what? Reels started blowing up because of TikTok. And now we post primarily Reels. I mean, we do post photos too, but if we want a bigger reach, we post Reels on Instagram.
We post Reels, and one of the reasons why we primarily focus on Instagram is because I think that's where we have the strongest support. Yeah. Is on Instagram. On Facebook,
we have a pretty, you know what, I have to just tell you this really quick. This is something that should probably be talked about off camera, but while we're here, I haven't gone on our Facebook recently. Like, we post on it, but like I don't actually like look on our Facebook. Mm-hmm. And you know that we get like a good amount of comments every week.
I didn't know that.
From old clients of ours, or returning clients, I should say. Like that client that gave us a good amount of graduation sessions this year.
Yeah.
She commented on one of our last videos saying, I think you did all my besties' graduation photos this year.
It's cool.
And it's like, oops.
Yeah.
So we should go back on Facebook a little bit more.
I personally love Instagram. Facebook is cool.
Facebook's more my job.
Yeah. I'm not the biggest fan of Facebook. It's like a creative space personally for me.
Creatively, no.
I'm not the biggest fan. I think a lot of creative things happen on Instagram. Now, if you go on TikTok, yeah, you're going to see a lot of creative stuff. But I just think with Instagram, it's more personable than, say, TikTok.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I get you.
And I think that's why we invest so much time on Instagram compared to, say, TikTok or Facebook. Even though when we do post, we have them both connected to Instagram, and Facebook are connected so that when we post a story on Instagram, it directly posts onto Facebook as well.
Yeah. I do think that, while we're talking about it, I do think we need to focus a little bit more on Facebook because we've had a couple of clients recently say that they found us on Facebook groups.
Yeah.
So it's something to talk about.
Yeah.
But yes, marketing is the most important.
And yes, you do have to adapt to it. There's different seasons throughout the year where people are going to want, say, Christmas minis. They're going to want weddings.
Graduation photos.
They're going to want graduation. So you're going to have to adapt throughout the year. And maybe the next year, the adaption or whatever the heck it's called will be slightly different.
Yeah.
So,
okay, number 3.
Number 3, you must consider automating and streamlining your business.
This is rough for me.
We're
going to have a disagreement on this one, I feel like.
Possibly.
No. Mm-mm. We had a family member ask us at one of our last events if we've hired people or thought about hiring people to take over some of our workload. The answer is no. Are we going to? I have no interest in doing that. This is called Snap Duo. It's 2 people. It's not a computer. It's not AI. It's not employees.
I have no interest whatsoever in giving our work to other people to edit because that's our job. What I am slightly on the fence about, and I kind of like it maybe, is with new AI. It can help.
Yeah, for Photoshop purposes, but I'm not interested in putting all of our pictures in a computer and having AI edit it for me. What's the point of my job?
There's a software out there that you can, and it's not just AI. It's not like, oh, AI is going to take everything over. No, you still have to work. So what it is you'll go onto this platform and you will put in thousands of photos that you've edited and you put them on that website. That then AI will go through, figure out your editing style, and then say if you have 5,000 photos that you need to be edited, it will automatically apply the same amount of edits that you normally do, but it will do it in about 5 to 10 minutes.
I don't care.
And so it's not like that. It's not like, okay, once AI does it, it's done. You can go back later on and still tweak the color and all of that. You can still mess with it. But something like that, I don't oppose, and I'm kind of for it, and I'd like for us to try it. Not saying that we would ever actually use it for professional work or anything, but just to see it as like a test, and maybe we can make an episode out of that. But for something like that, I don't have a problem with that.
You know what it is for me? The reason I love our job is all of it.
Is the creativity
I love
aspect of it.
every single aspect of our job. I love meeting the clients. I love talking to the clients. I love when we go and see the clients. We shoot the clients. We go home. We edit the clients. We edit literally every last pixel on our photos. We get to deliver the photos, talk to the clients.
And I understand when they talk about automating and things like that and streamlining.
It's a part of the art.
Right,
it's a part of the art to me.
I get that.
That the satisfaction that I feel when we edit photos and they turn out beautifully, like the ones that we sent out today, like the photos we sent out the other day. The satisfaction I feel of knowing, oh, we did that versus, oh, the computer did that for us. It's just not going to happen. Sorry. Nope. We could try it out for fun, but I'm never going to be okay with that.
Some people will say the same thing about the cameras that we have now.
I don't care.
That's cheating. The cameras that we have.
We shoot in manual, okay? We're good.
It's not film though. It's digital.
Does anybody want to spend that kind of money on film right now?
I'm just saying, I mean,
give me a film camera, I'll shoot with it.
But you have to look at it with more of an open mind and not...
I see what you're saying, but no.
Yeah, I mean, you have to. There's some people who, when digital cameras first came out, they were totally opposed to it because, honestly, it scared the hell out of them. It's kind of like drones. People are afraid of drones because they think that someone's spying on them. And so they're scared.
It just takes my job away.
They're scared of what they don't know.
It takes my job away. It's like Dad calling us and saying, they have robot forklifts now that are going to do my job for it, so I don't have a job anymore. Or I just have to stand there and watch the forklift do my normal job. Boring.
I mean, look,
lazy.
There's negatives and positives to automating certain parts of your work life. Are a lot of jobs going to be replaced by AI? 100%.
Not mine.
But the majority of those jobs that are going to be replaced by AI are things that take a lot of time to do.
Editing.
You know, those really what's that called? Nitpicking jobs. Those are what AI is going to be here to help with. Obviously, they're not going to make an AI robot and name it Reese 2.0 and she's going to sit at a desk all day.
That's
Obviously
literally what's going on in Buffy right now. I'm watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer right now, and that's literally what's happening. He just made a robot Reese, a robot Reese, a robot Buffy.
Obviously, stuff like that's not going to happen, but things that are very time consuming, AI will be there to help. Just wait until June 10th. Apple's going to have their event, and AI is going to be everywhere in it. On our phones, AI will be everywhere on it.
It's already all over my Facebook and Instagram, and it's really bugging me that every time I want to search something, the little AI thingy pops up. Hi, do you want to talk to me?
Think about it. We already have intelligence in here. We're smart. Mm-hmm. And now we have this other, software that's artificial. So it's artificially smart. So you have real smart and artificially smart. And combined, you can make good choices using it.
That's great. I'm still going to edit my own photos.
But we will be making an episode in the coming time of us maybe possibly using it. So that's all I will say.
We'll see. Next. Talent, equipment, and understanding the demographic market are the most important factors of starting the business.
Equipment, no. Understanding the demographic, no. Talent, yeah.
We started off basic equipment.
I think you got to have some kind of talent.
We started off basic equipment, and we were about to hit year 3, and now we have the best equipment that we could have.
I think
It took 3 years. I mean, it didn't take 3 years. We've had it for about a year now. So it took 2 years, I would say, to get the equipment that we really wanted for the quality that we wanted for our business.
Yeah.
But we didn't start off there. So I wouldn't say equipment is needed right off the bat, like good equipment. Understanding the demographic, you won't know that until you start the business.
No.
You won't know what your demographic is. You won't know what you want to do. You won't know who you want to take photos of or video of. Those things kind of come in the next few months of starting the business, I would say.
Yeah.
Where you really get to see what you like and you don't like. Until you start the business, you won't know what you really like capturing. Talent, that's a yeah. You need that.
You have to have talent. If you don't have talent, it'll make it twice as hard for you to
We're not
succeed.
trying to be mean either, but you just have to have like a natural eye for it, I feel like.
There's nothing rude about somebody not having talent. Some people have it, some people don't. It just happens. Equipment, yeah, like she said, we didn't have the best equipment, and now we have really great equipment. Understanding the demographic, same thing. I mean, we kind of have a very decent understanding of our demographic of people. And you can always change that too, by the way. It doesn't mean that when you start booking people, and you kind of get to see the demographic of the people who you're booking, that doesn't mean that those will forever be the demographic, because you can
No.
always change it. That can be determined by your marketing strategy,
Your price point, too.
your price points, and all that. That can determine your demographic.
That's a really big thing, I think, is the price point with
Yeah.
the demographic. You charge based off of the type of clientele you want to get.
Yeah.
Next.
Number 5, most important gear is a high quality camera, lens, and tripods, lighting equipment.
So they're saying that those are the basics of what you need to start the business.
Well, let's take a look. A camera, duh. A lens, duh. A tripod, don't need it. Lighting equipment, don't need it.
No.
You need 2 things.
Lighting equipment, if it's a flash, I feel like that's important to have if you have a nighttime session.
I'd say figure out the camera first. Once you figure out the camera, then get the flash. But if you try to
Yeah.
get a camera and a flash, it can make it fairly complicated. Flash is kind of complicated to begin with.
I would say don't book any nighttime sessions until you are 100%
Yeah.
confident with your camera.
Yeah.
In manual, not auto.
In Manuel.
So if you can master the camera, then get your flash and start booking night sessions. But really, the only night sessions I would feel like you would need are events and weddings, which you shouldn't be doing right off the bat anyway. So,
No.
I mean, unless you want to try, but
There you go.
it's not easy. Number 6, expensive gear is unnecessary
I mean, I would say it.
to start.
That's what I was just about to say.
Yeah.
It depends on the amount of time you've been in business.
No, like this is for if you're starting your business. Like, okay,
If
I'm
you're
thinking about starting it. Let's watch this podcast.
Expensive gear is 100%
Ouch.
unnecessary. You
Yeah.
don't need expensive gear. When we first started out, we didn't have expensive gear at all.
It
we didn't
depends,
use it.
though. Do you agree that it depends on what you... Expensive is different for everybody. So, like, the first camera that I got... I mean, I had a camera before we started, but the first camera we purchased for the business itself was like $700. That could be really expensive to somebody. It was
What camera are you talking about?
Mark IV. Mark, Canon, Mark, whatever it was.
No, I bought my camera first.
I'm not talking about you. I was talking about me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yours was more expensive than mine. I'm talking about how mine was
so
cheap.
Reese got hers
considering.
Reese got hers for I think it was about $750 or something like that. But if you include the lens extender, it came out to like $800. Because the lens extender was
I don't know why. I
whereas
did
like
that.
my first camera was I think after tax
1400.
it was like $1,400, which is expensive. It's not cheap.
But it's cheap considering
It's cheap considering to what the alternative
what you're gonna need for
um,
things such as weddings.
I mean, let me get my phone. Sorry, go ahead.
It's cheap. It's a good starter point. So if you are going to start, expect to pay around, I would say, the least amount for a decent camera and lens, I would say $1,000. Because my camera that I bought for like $700 it wasn't okay.
I would say it depends. I mean, look, you can get it secondhand. If you feel comfortable with that. Right now, I'm looking at a Sony Sony Alpha 6100. So the 6100. So our first cameras, hers was the Canon Mark 7.
I don't remember.
I think it was a Canon 7M50 or no.
It was a Mark something.
It was Canon Mark 750, I think.
I don't know, but it was horrible.
Something.
We
it was
sold
a terrible camera.
So, I don't believe in selling cameras, by the way.
So
but I sold that.
The other ones that we ended up buying were Sony cameras, Sony A7 or A6400. Those things are really good. This one that I'm looking at right now, it's the 6100, and that's $600. But you can definitely go on and find much cheaper options on there. Whatever you feel comfortable with. There's something really for everybody.
I don't remember. Let me see if it's on here on my OfferUp still. Also, obviously do your due diligence, but don't be scared to buy secondhand stuff when you're first starting out.
Nothing wrong with secondhand stuff.
Let me see if I still have it on here.
Yeah. And you can check everywhere too. You can check at Best Buy. They sell secondhand or returned open boxes and stuff, and they review the cameras.
Canon EOS M50.
Oh, good, close.
In perfect condition.
How much?
It doesn't say. It's archived.
Whoa.
Oh, wait. Maybe if I unarchive it, it'll come back. Hold on. I am curious. I had it listed for $550. We sold it for, I believe, $550. Let's see. Oh, I have the conversation.
Yeah.
We sold it for I want to say we sold it for $300 because we wanted to get rid of it.
We wanted to get rid of it. So, I mean, whatever. Look, and that girl who we ended up selling it to, she was just starting out her photography stuff. So, for her, it might have been perfect. For what we were doing at that time, it was not perfect. Far from. So it just depends on the price. There are options starting at $500. Shoot, you could probably get one for $300. And then it just goes up from there. I would stay away. I see on TikTok all the time. I just got this camera for $36, and they show like this beautiful like video and photos and stuff. It doesn't come from that camera. I watched because I was genuinely curious, because I was like, oh, maybe we can buy one or something. And so I went on and I looked at the actual reviews. The video was terrible, and they said, oh, you need to get this microphone to help. It still sounded terrible. The video quality was meh. I think if you want to play around to see if you even like photography, sure, get that one. You can play around. Go to the park, or, when you go to hang out with friends or something, take pictures like that. See if you actually like it. That'd be a good use for it. But to charge people with a camera like that, no. That's when you have to invest just a little bit of money, just a couple $100, if you can afford it. And then, yeah. Or if not, hey, you can ask for it for your birthday. Can I have $100 for my birthday or something like that? And then just, save up.
Or you just save up.
Yeah.
Say you decide you want to do that. Okay, we'll say I'm going to do that 6 months from now, and then just save up until then.
Or if you got something around the house that you don't use, sell that.
We did that.
Yeah.
In the beginning of our career.
Yeah, why not? All right.
Okay, next.
Number 7.
Responding to inquiries and being punctual for shoots, as well as delivering final edits in a timely manner, is of most importance.
100%.
Communication with your clients is going to be the most important factor of the business. If you don't respond quickly to them, then they won't think you're taking them seriously. They'll look elsewhere. They'll find someone that is hungry enough to respond right away and make that transaction happen.
Can I pause? I'm getting a call.
From who? Go ahead.
Pause. Okay. You could hold on. I'll probably cut this next part out. Hello. This is the wrong number. Okay, thank you. I don't know if I'll cut that out. I thought it was something else. My bad.
Communication is the most important part of it. If you know that you're a flaky person, owning your own business is probably not the right thing for you.
Yeah.
If you're bad at answering your phone, if you're bad at charging your phone,
First of all, you should be none of those things.
well, some people are.
You should always have a fully charged phone. And respond to people. I mean, look, if you say that you offer a service and then people reach out requesting that service and then you don't respond, you're not going to get booked for your service. Easy as that.
Yeah.
Have a charged phone. I cannot stand people when they go outside of the house and then have a charged phone. I never understand that. It's different. If you're in a relationship like Reese and I, her phone seems to be a little more dead than normal. Okay? But I always have...
I think I've gotten better with it.
You've gotten better, but I've always had a fairly charged phone. And if I don't, I always make sure to charge it in the car. But if you're not, make sure your stuff is charged.
Yeah.
Would you go to a shoot with not a fully charged camera? No.
I think we might be actually a little crazy about it, but we're really big on responding to our clients. We don't care what we're doing.
Would you drive to Big Bear on a gas tank on E?
I'd walk to Big Bear if I have to.
Me too.
Okay, next.
Number 8. Specialize and focus on one form of photography, only such as portrait or wedding, not both. I could agree and I can disagree. I guess it just depends.
Depends on how much you can handle.
Yeah, some people have an eye for both. Some people can do really good portraits, and they can also be a really good wedding photographer as well. They can also be really good at commercial photography too. Sorry. We both took deep breaths and we're about to talk. But it just depends on who the hell you are.
And what you like. If you know that you love newborn photography and that's your passion, and you want to stick to that, first off, God bless you. Us personally, no. If you know that maternity or engagement, if you want to specialize in one thing, go ahead and do that. I'm sure that you're going to become a master at that because that's all you're working on. Or if you just have the heart and the eye for photography in general, and you want to be able to experience capturing somebody's engagement photos, but then also their wedding, and then when they get pregnant, doing those maternity photos with them and just going along with the ride with them, then do that as well. That's what we are. There's only a few things that we will say no to. Next one. Number 9, you must have a detailed financial plan to begin.
Sure. Yeah, whatever. You work in Silicon Valley, go ahead. Get your bubbles up, get your graphs out, go to your rich uncle. I don't know. Come on.
Let us know what that financial plan
let
is,
us
because
know.
we still haven't figured it out.
I'll see you not in Silicon Valley. Okay?
We'll just skip right on to the next one.
Why not? We don't want to talk about this.
We just don't have one, and we just don't think it's necessary. You just figure it out. Good luck trying to plan it while starting a business. It's not going to be successful in the beginning.
Figure it the hell out. You don't have to.
It's going to take time.
You don't, like when people say, "Oh, I need to get, I need to get my plan and stuff together." Just do it.
Yeah. Number 10, renting a studio is very vital to portrait photography.
I wouldn't say that it's vital. I guess it just depends on the kind that you offer. Like if some people, when they want like portraits done, and we do them, what we do is have a mobile studio. We have the lights, we got the tripods, we got the cameras, we got the flash, we got the backdrops, we've got all that. We can do that, and if they have the space to do it, then we'll do it there. I am totally for, though, if you want to rent out a studio. They have so many different cool studios to rent, especially around us.
I want to do that.
I want to do it too. I think it's really awesome. So, but I don't think it's crucial to...
We don't have a studio.
No, we don't have a studio.
We offer a mobile studio where we'll come to you with a studio, but we don't have a studio, and we've been fine. I think it's fun, though. I want to try it one day.
Yeah.
Next one.
We on 11?
Mm-hmm.
Maintaining a reputation for high-quality work is crucial for building a successful business. Yeah.
This kind of goes with our last episode, though. Consistency.
We go to Mickey D's.
To get a burger?
Yeah. So.
Yeah. You want to make sure that your clients know what they're getting.
Yeah.
If you change your quality, you change how hard you work on one. Say you're really focused on one shoot, but then the next shoot you're just like, I'm not feeling this today, but I guess I got to edit. And then it shows through your work. We're really big on taking breaks if we need to. If we've been staring at a computer for 6 hours and we're like, this is just not, I know this isn't going the way that we want it to, we'll take a break and go and get food or hang out with the cats, and then either come back later that night or come back the next day with a refreshed mind. And that's how we deliver high quality work every time.
Yeah.
Taking breaks, making sure that we know when we aren't in the right headspace. It's very, 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 very important, because if you have beautiful work on your website and you deliver not so beautiful work, you're going to lose out on that client, and you're also going to lose out on their referral to other clients.
There you go.
Yes. Consistency. Vincent, number 12.
I just said the last one.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Invest in your education. Attend workshops, read books, and practice.
Invest in your education. What does that mean? To go to college?
Doesn't have to mean college. Could be
Um,
city classes. Could be like that photographer I really like. She offers courses where you can go and shadow her.
I think the best form of education specifically for photography is experience.
Mm-hmm.
You can go and you can sit in a workshop. Go ahead. If that helps you, go right ahead. For me, I can't. If you want to go to school for photography, you want to sit in a classroom and learn it, go ahead. It's not for me. I think that the best form of education is when you get out there into the field and you get your hands dirty.
Practice.
And you meet people and you go with different photographers and maybe shadow them or something. That's the best form of education. But to go to school or to take a course, well, it might be good for you. For me personally, I don't think I could do it. I never really could sit that still in class because I just, but if that works for you, go right ahead.
I would say rather than invest in your education, I would say invest your time into learning, whether that's practice out in the field or sitting in your room or house or office and watching videos and watching other photographers do things. YouTube's a great source. TikTok's even a good source with tips and tricks and how-tos.
Yeah.
Rather than invest your money in your education, I would say for this business specifically, invest your time into learning.
100%.
Beautiful.
Number 13, photography business is 90% sales, negotiation, marketing, and the way that you present yourself is 10% art.
No.
What?
It's saying that 90% of the business is sales, negotiation, marketing, and the way you present yourself, and 10% of the business is art.
Pretty much what I just said.
No, you said is art. 10% is art. Is 10% art.
Yeah, it was pretty much the same exact thing.
No, you said that the way you present yourself is 10% art. He'll play it back and you'll see what he said.
10% is art. Yeah, whatever.
So 90% sales and marketing, 10% of the actual photography art.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Self-explanatory. I mean, I don't know what to explain there. Those are the facts.
Yeah, because without the marketing negotiation, the way that we portray ourselves, we would have no
You don't really have that much
clients
art
to show our art to.
Right. I mean, unless we're going to
You
take...
say we don't have art?
No. I said, what I was going to say is that without, after you said it, sales, negotiation, and marketing, if we didn't have that, we'd be taking pictures of buildings.
We wouldn't have the art. I get you.
And
now.
trees.
Yeah.
And grass and flowers.
For ourselves.
Might be cool for you. I don't want to take a picture of a building. I want to take a picture of people. That building's going to be there after I'm gone.
You already know how I feel about that.
And buildings aren't even the way that they were constructed way back then. They're not even that beautiful anymore.
No.
They're ugly. Non-human.
I would say that the part we love the most is the art.
And the interaction that we get and the relationship we form.
But what gives us the communication and the art is the marketing we do.
There you go.
We sacrifice our time marketing and doing all of that so that we can have what we really want, which is the interaction and making of the art.
Correct. 100%.
All right, Vincent.
All right, Reese.
It's your time to give your tip on things that you think somebody should know if they're going to start a photography business.
I would
that
say
you didn't know.
that if you're going to start a photography business, if you're thinking about starting a photography business or videography business or both, like we have, I think I've said it before, but I'll say it again, is that I saw this thing, and this is a good tip, and it's pray about it as much as you think about it. And I think if you do that, I think you'll be able to accomplish really anything.
Amen.
I think that would be a good thing. I think that'd be my tip.
I like that.
Pray about it as much as you think about it.
That was pretty nice. Dad will like that. Mine is to stop listening to outside sources. Think about what you really want to do and stop pushing it off.
Stop making excuses.
Stop making excuses. Stop saying, that's what I want to do, but my family really wants me to go to college to be a doctor or a nurse or a vet or whatever. If that's not what you want to do and you know that your passion is in photography, stop thinking about them because they're not the one living your life. You are, and just go ahead and do it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can tell you right now, I don't think that my family expected me to be a photographer.
Me
They
either.
knew I liked it.
Yeah.
They're like, that's never going to work out. I mean, we still have family members that think this is never going to work out. 3 years in. Thank you very much.
Whatever.
But the satisfaction that we both feel getting to be like, oh yeah, we're fully booked for the next 2 months. Or we have a wedding this Saturday and next Saturday, or, anything. And getting to see those family members, the friends, the people who don't talk to us, but we know are watching. Getting to see they're like, oh, it's working. That's going to give you the most satisfaction out of it all. Getting to know deep down, you did it.
And hopefully,
all on your own.
The people who were doubting you will eventually be booking you.
They will. Trust me.
Hopefully.
Trust me, they will.
And if not, yeah.
I think that's the most important thing is just to do it.
So those are our 2 things.
It's going to be really hard, but just do it.
Those are our 2 things?
Yeah, I think so.
Just do it. Pray about it as much as you think about it. Yeah. I think those are solid.
And don't you dare start the business unless you've practiced a little bit at least.
Gotta have some practice. Speaking of that, we just got the heat warning on the camera. Thank God that we already got down. That's it. That's the whole thing. We're still waiting on a confirmation about a certain thing that we want to share, but we cannot share yet. So maybe by next week we'll have that. Okay? So with that, we thank you.
Congratulations to Ty for graduating high school.
Big congratulations. That kid is going off to the Marines.
Woo woo.
And he is going to do a fantastic job, and he's an awesome kid. Very smart, very bright future.
We had a great time celebrating you this weekend, and congratulations, and good job to Mom and Dad.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, everybody. Make sure you're following our social media at SNAPPDUO. Snap Duo.
Yeah. And if you're not already subscribed, if you're watching this on YouTube and you're not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification in it as well so that you can get notified when we upload a new podcast, wedding film, or anything else. And if you're not already following us on our Spotify page, go ahead and follow us there as well. But yeah, with that, if you've made it this far, we appreciate you. And with that, we will see you next week.
Also, let us know if there's a specific topic you want us to touch base on or talk about for one of our podcasts. We love to hear.
Comment below.
And we do it for you. So,
all right.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.